Where we left off the last video, we were trying to graph the equation 2x squared plus 8x minus 4. You'll need to go to your Desmos graphing calculator to type that in. And once you type that equation in, this is the picture you would get. Where we want to figure out these four pieces of information, whether it opens up or down, the axis of symmetry, the vertex, and the y-intercept. Taking a look at the graph, both sides of the parabola are pointing up, therefore this parabola opens up. Since it opens up, the vertex down here, that point right there, is the lowest point of the graph, which means we have a minimum value. The axis of symmetry, well, again, we look to the vertex because we know the vertex is right in the middle. The axis of symmetry is this line right here that cuts the parabola in half. And that's off just a little bit, so I'm just going to adjust that. So it goes through the vertex and cuts the parabola in half. This axis of symmetry, the x value, is at -2. It's important that we write it out as a vertical line equation. X equals -2. That's our format for writing a vertical line. The vertex, we already know one point of the vertex down here. We know the x value. The x value is at -2. We just need to count the y. Well, if I start here at 0, I can jump all the way down. I see that's at -10, 11, 12. So the vertex is at the point -2, -12. Again, it's important that we write both. It has an ordered pair with both x and y values. The y-intercept is where the parabola crosses the y-axis. So if here's the y-axis, it crosses right here at that point. The y-intercept is -4. Interesting thing to note, if you look back at your equation of your parabola, the y-intercept is always going to be that number at the end of the equation. Let's take a look at another example. 3x squared plus 6x. Again, if you go to your Desmos graphing calculator and type it in, this is what you would see. Now this parabola opens down, meaning it has the vertex, that is the highest point of the graph, meaning it is a maximum point. Parabola that faces down, this is kind of like that roller coaster example. Now the axis of symmetry is going to go right through the vertex, cutting the parabola in half. And the x value that it cuts in half, the x value of the vertex is 1. So the equation of the vertical line of the axis of symmetry is x equals 1. The vertex is highlighted for us. It's at 1, 3. And the y-intercept, I had mentioned before that it's this value that doesn't have an x attached to it. That is going to be your y-intercept. In this case, the parabola crosses right here at 0. Therefore, the y-intercept is 0, which is why there was no value out here. Adding 0 to something does not change its value.